What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice. What's going on, everybody? This stream is powered by BetUS. If you guys are looking for a sports book this off season, look no further than BetUS. What is going on? Seeing a few people coming in here. Quentin Arnett. Oh, hell yeah, my first BTJ live stream. What's up, man? How's it going? Good to have you in here. Billy, what's up, man? Cool logo. Yeah, I don't remember who it was on Twitter that made it for us, but somebody made it for us and it was really cool. So we kind of just made it as like the header for our channel. So really cool. But anyways, guys, we're live. I'm watching the NFL Combine as we currently sit here. Just going to pull up a couple different things as far as people who might have been having some formal meetings with us. What's going on, Rayon? Oh yeah, so for people that just are coming in, be sure to like the stream, be sure to comment, be sure to subscribe. It has been confirmed both Tyler Warren and Malachi Starks both have confirmed they've met with the Indianapolis Colts. I'm actually going to tweet this. So yeah, the Indianapolis Colts have met with both of them. It's probably the two names that I think that everyone has kind of been linking to the Indianapolis Colts has been Malachi Starks and Tyler Warren. So definitely interesting little tidbit there. There has been some more names that have been put out there. The Indianapolis Colts actually have met with Ashton Genty, if you can believe it or not. So there's been quite a few names that have met with the Indianapolis Colts so far. Today is the defensive lineman drills and such today. So I can't even remember what the remainder of the schedule looks like, but yeah, just kind of watching these drills a little bit too. So but what's up, guys? Let me know in the chat what you guys want to talk about, because I would love to just talk a little bit about just a bunch of different things and what you guys are thinking about. I know that I put out a video. I know Cody put it out late last night, which I kind of wished it would have went out sooner or could have just waited till today. But be sure to check that out if you haven't already. I was talking about the QB competition that's happening in there. So yeah, be sure to go in there and check that out, guys. Do you think they will cut Jelani Woods? No, I don't believe so. Because Jelani, there's no point in it, really. I mean, Jelani Woods is on his rookie deal, and you honestly would still think that Jelani Woods has some of the highest potential of any of the tight ends that we have on the roster currently. So that's worth keeping him around, especially since all the remainder of our tight ends that are currently on our roster are not proven guys, right? So no point in cutting him, really, unless he has another severe injury where, he just showed for 3 straight years that he can't stay healthy, right? That's about it. who do you want? Who do you want them to bring in to compete with AR? Well, look, I said that I didn't think there was actually going to be a legit competition. I don't really believe that there is. I don't really think that there's a reason to have one, unless you want to have more QB controversy. So that's just that. But as far as like who I'd want them to bring in, I mean, obviously, when you talk about names that could compete with Anthony Richardson, you would probably say Justin Fields. Justin Fields is, Justin Fields is, basically just a smaller Anthony Richardson. The way that they play, it's kind of how that works for them, right? As far as, and then Mike even asks, like, do you think the Colts will take a quarterback in this year's draft? Wouldn't put it past them. Wouldn't doubt that they maybe try to they could potentially look to get a mid-round quarterback. But at the same time, though, that's something where, you have to wonder, like, are you really going to use a draft pick on something where you could try to find something that's more useful? Since the tight end class is so deep, would it be better to get Starks in the first and get a tight end in the second? Isaac, that's a great question. I've seen a lot of people suggest that. I've even suggested the idea of doing that. I love Tyler Warren. He and Harold Fannin are, in my opinion, neck and neck for number one tight end. And then there's a bunch of guys that are that are still really good, but they're just not on those two's levels, in my opinion, right? So I would be perfectly fine with saying, hey, if we wanted to get Harold Fannin Jr. in the second round, or even another tight end like a Mason Taylor or Gunnar Helm or Elijah Arroyo, guys like that in the second, third, or fourth round, then that's fine. And get the best defensive player available at that spot, right? Ultimately, it's just going to come down to, how does the draft board fall? How does the draft board fall? Is Tyler Warren going to be a highly anticipated prospect? Is somebody going to jump the gun to get Tyler Warren, or is he just going to fall to 14? It's kind of, how is the draft board going to go? And do the Indianapolis Colts view him as a commodity to try and, actually invest some time into that? Shout out to the people watching right now. Please like the stream wherever you're watching. Helps the algorithm, helps it get out to more people. Please like the stream, guys. It helps out the channel. We're actually super close to 20,000 subscribers, guys. We're just 44 subs away. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. I would trade back in the second or third rounds if I could get an extra 2 picks later rounds this year. I don't know. I would say trading back is an option, but it depends on what you mean by later picks, because you don't want to just do it just to get more picks. At best, Jelani is a solid tight end. At worst, a cheap camp body. Either way, we shouldn't bank on him. Well, I mean, having a really solid tight end on roster would be a great thing right now, because we really don't have any great solid tight ends right now. So, one or the other would be great. Oh, that's a good one. So, what is the benchmark for this upcoming season where you consider it a success and that Ballard earned another year? I want to see Anthony Richardson, because ultimately Ballard's success with the Colts depends on Anthony Richardson's success. If Anthony Richardson doesn't succeed, first of all, I've already said I kind of just want him gone. So there's very little to add to it, right? So in regards to me feeling better about the situation with Chris Ballard, spend some money in free agency, gets some really good draft picks, and I want to see this team make strides in the right direction, right? I want to see Anthony Richardson get better, like as in, we see a noticeable increase in how good his accuracy has become, right? And this defense is not 29th ranked in the NFL anymore. I want to see them ranked as a middle of the road defense at worst. And, I just want to see the team start to make things better in the long run. I'm not even more concerned about, I'm not really like in the situation where, hey, the team needs to win a playoff game for me to assume Ballard needs to do better. I just need to see the team be better. I need to see the team perform better. And if the team performs better, then they should be able to accomplish what we want them to accomplish, right? If Anthony Richardson noticeably improves and the defense noticeably improves, then this is a team that should be able to compete for a playoff spot. So that's kind of what it is. I'm sorry that it's not much of a, I'm sorry it's not as much of a detailed answer. It's kind of just a back and forth argument with that. Will free agency be different this year than in the past? Well, I think it has to be, right? I feel like it has to be. Ballard has pretty much backed himself into a corner and has, publicly told people like, I'm gonna be like, we have to improve on this team. This team isn't good, right? Like, so that's what I was thinking, right? I feel like free agency, there has to be something done because he did nothing in free agency. So it has to be, there has to be a different approach. Has to be. Guys, we got almost 100 people watching across X and YouTube, over 40 watching on YouTube right now, and only 15 likes. Come on, guys. Let's get the likes up, please. Thank you. Who all's watching the combine? Anybody watching the combine right now? I am. I got a TV mounted right here so I can watch it as I'm doing this stream with you guys. And my dog just seems to never want to stop barking. Have you heard anything about Anthony Richardson's progressing? No, I haven't heard anything. I know he's going to be working out with Josh Allen too, along with that Chris Hess guy that, is was a mentor for Josh Allen. Depends on the free agency moves too. Yeah, no doubt. Personally, the more we got to find a way to either get Carson Bruner or Jackson Woodard, two best sleepers at linebacker. That's possible. I mean, we definitely could see that happening. Personally, the more I think about Starks, the more I want him. Yeah, I mean, Malachi Starks is a good one, man. I mean, no doubt. Malachi Starks is one of the best safety prospects out there. Might potentially be the best one. I know a lot of people want him. I think he's gone before pick 14. I'm assuming you're talking about Warren, or would you rather have Javon Hollander or Jordan Fuller? Probably Jordan Fuller, but it's open for interpretation. Do you not like Loveland just because he played for Michigan? How big of a drop would it be from Fannin to Loveland in your opinion? I see him ahead of Fannin on several sites. Yeah, Loveland for most sites has him as the number 2 tight end on their boards. No, it's not because of Michigan. I just look at Loveland and I say, he's a average blocker at best. He's an average blocker at best. And I mean, he's had some really good games in his past, but he's also had the injuries and a couple other things. The reason why Fannin and Warren stand out so much to me is because those two guys you can line up anywhere on the field, anywhere. I'm talking just about anywhere. Warren, you can't really line up on the outside as much. Fannin, you can do that, but both those guys can line up in the backfield. They can line up in the slot. They can line up on the line. They both had phenomenal statistical years. Fannin had the best statistical year of any tight end ever. So I think that's what sets it apart is, Loveland, there's still more to be desired for his game. I think he could be a good one. It just depends. I wouldn't say it's a big drop. There's not a big drop. For me, it's like A tier is Fannin and Warren. B tier is Loveland. And B tier is like Loveland and a few other guys that, are right there. One guy, if given the choice for Ballard to grab in free agency. Either Charvarius Ward, Kendall Fuller from Miami. Yeah, that's a good one. There's a couple good ones out there, but it's mainly just going to be defensive help. Yeah, honestly, Isaac, I'd be fine with that. If Starks and Warren are both gone by the time it's 14, then yeah, I would say trade back, get an extra second and third, and be able to still get a good tight end. Or just pick a better defensive player in those 20s and get a tight end in the second, honestly. Yo, Smokey Dabs, what's up, man? Chris, my guy, what's up, dude? I see you got your membership status back. Love to see it. Is the combine on ESPN Plus? I'm not sure. I think it's on NFL Network. That's where I have it on. So I think the NFL Network is the only thing it would have it on. The biggest question I have for the Colts secondary is, do they draft several cornerbacks in the later rounds if they trade back in the second and third, like pick up extra ones in the fourth and fifth rounds this year? Well, I will say this. I do think that I do believe that the Indianapolis Colts should bring in several corners through this entirety of this offseason. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to grab water. Never mind, guys. I'm not grabbing a water. I'm not grabbing a water because my mini fridge literally froze all of the. It literally froze all the waters, so I can't drink any of those. I just turned it down so that way it'll be a little less of that. So that's wild. But going back to the original point, yes, I do believe that the Indianapolis Colts should get some corners. There's going to be some very good corners still available in that third and fourth round that the Indianapolis Colts need to take advantage of. I really believe it. Hey, Quentin Arnett, man, became a YouTube member, the real OJ. What is good, man? I'm about to make you a mod. Fantastic. Everyone, welcome Quentin to the BTJ membership squad. Crazy question. How much is a BTJ membership? We have a couple different memberships. Let me look them up here for you. So, you have, let me make sure that, so there's four different members. You have Pass the Juice, which is $2 a month. Got Juice, which is $5. $10 is the real OJ level. Which Pass the Juice, you become a moderator, you get access to members only live chats, you get emojis and badges and whatnot. When you have Got Juice to connect on social media, you can get messages from Cody and I. If you do the real OJ, you actually get a spot in a future fantasy football league. And then for bringing the juice, the $20 one, we have like discounted merch, and we do like video ideas if you give us those. So yeah, so we got a couple people that are on the quite a few members of the Pass the Juice, couple Got Juices and real OJs. So appreciate everybody. But Quentin, thank you so much. Well, I see that Grace and so my future sister-in-law and my fiance are in the chat. Appreciate you guys for being in here. Let's see here. Oh, before we go any further into more talks with this stuff, guys, just want to say again, this stream is powered by BetUS. If you guys are looking for a sports book this year, look no further than BetUS. I know that the NFL season is now officially over, but the good thing with BetUS is they have more than just football. They got college basketball, they got regular NBA, they got golf, they have hockey, they have baseball that's coming up here soon. And they have a whole bunch of other things. So they have a lot of great things that you guys can take full advantage of. They have prop builders and odds boosts to give you the best chance at bets that you could want. They even have a casino available. So if you guys are interested in wanting to get a hold of anything casino-wise, you guys have the option to do that as well. So be sure to check out BetUS, guys, and don't forget to use their promo code YouTube150. Get a 150% sign-up bonus up to $2,000 on your first deposit and a 125% sign-up bonus on your next two deposits. Just be sure to use that promo code. But of course, guys, always bet responsibly. Now let's go back to this. How big of an impact do you think AR training with Josh Allen would be for his development? I think it's a huge development. I think working with quarterbacks coach or quarterback specialist Chris Hess is the big thing, right? I think it's huge that he's, gonna be working with somebody that, did such great work in getting Josh Allen to improve his mechanics, right? And him working out with Josh Allen as well. Like, I mean, that's huge because Josh Allen is, like, again, who we a lot of times like to comp him to, because that's what a lot of his game is like. So it's good for him to be around somebody like that, somebody that understands the situation that Anthony Richardson's in and to make him better. But yeah, it's going to make a big improvement. It's going to be huge for him. No problem, Daniel. What's up, Brandon? What's up, Brandon? How you doing, man? Hey, Daniel Miller just became a member too. What is good? Hey, let's get some W's in the chat for Daniel Miller and Quentin Arnett, bro. Let's get some W's in the chat. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and thank you for being members. We greatly appreciate it, guys. We need a QB. Chicken brain Ballard done failed us. Well, I mean, no doubt that we still need to figure out what we're going to do at the quarterback position, man. No doubt about that. Certainly hope that Anthony Richardson is the future, but based off of it, who knows? Rodgers to Indy, I fear. There's no way. I don't think there's any way. I don't think there's any way, because, I mean, it is possible. It is possible, but I see it as a not very likely option, because if you're getting Rodgers is going to want to be under the assumption he is going to have the job. And if you're wanting to make this a competition, why would Rodgers want to come to Indy? That VR training is pretty cool. If it works for Jaden, why not AR? Hey, listen, whatever works for Anthony Richardson, dude. I don't know. You might want to check out the Chris Ballard chat with that radio station, 1075 The Fan. Yeah, I was gonna do that before I went live here, but I had some other stuff that I was getting done. I never had time, and it's like 25 minutes long on YouTube, so I never got a chance to really do much with it. But yeah, I'll have to listen to that. Kirk Cousins. From what it sounds like is the Falcons are content on keeping him here on there. So I don't think that he leaves. And especially since, you know how much money they gave him? Like, they gave him a lot of money, dude. I still really like AR. He has all the tools to be great, and he's only 22. Players are rushed to be good too quickly, in my opinion. I think we're hitting the panic button too early for him. I totally agree in a sense. I like AR too. I do. I think that he still needs to be given a little bit more time to figure it out. I mean, Quentin, I would love to know how much time you're willing to give him, because honestly, I said by the end of this year, I need to see a noticeable difference. I need to see a very noticeable difference. If not, then I'm checked out on Anthony Richardson. I would love to hear your thoughts on that, because it goes back and forth, and I'm willing to give Anthony Richardson the benefit of the doubt, but this year, with him having a pretty much full off season to do whatever the heck he needs to, I need to see some real improvement. Mike saying, I believe in Anthony Richardson. Feel that. It will be Fields. I would love Fields on our team. Hey, I mean, I wouldn't mind Justin Fields, but then again, it goes into a concern. Competition is just a word Ballard uses to pacify the fans that are angry at him. Yeah, totally, dude. Like, my problem is like, you can have competition at any other level on the team. You shouldn't be having a QB competition at the quarterback position. That just creates problems. It creates a shift in dynamics on the team. Oh my gosh. Yo, is Austin, are you here right now? Is that the voice that I was hearing earlier? Is that you? Are you here? Is that what it is? Rodgers would have to be the starter, and Ballard ain't going to pay him that kind of money that he wants. Yeah, no, I totally agree. Yeah, I totally agree. No, I'm at work. Oh, okay. Well, then get to work, son. I'm just kidding. I'm sure you're working hard over there. Too much dead cap for Atlanta to unload him. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Smokey Dabs coming in with his own little mock draft here. So I have the Colts going 14 Siobhan Revell, 45 Xavier Watts, 80 Gunnar Helm, 116 Seth McLaughlin, 152 Marcus Tate, 191 Lander Barton, and 234 Jamari Harris. I really like those picks. Revell, I could see at 14. Xavier Watts, I think gets taken before 45, in my opinion. But who knows? Who knows? Sun's out, guns out. Hey, come on, baby. You know what it is. We're starting to get into spring here, man. I gotta show the guns a little bit. I gotta get some sun too. I gotta go outside. Gotta go outside and get some rays. 3 years is what I would give any player who starts day one. Yeah, 3 years is where I would start to feel like, oh, we should be seeing progress at that point. People saying we can't draft Fannin because that takes Josh Downs off the field. Is that true? Yes and no. The problem is when it comes to Fannin, and it's even something that I neglected to think about at first, right? It depends. Fannin is a type of tight end that you need to have a specific system around. And with 11 personnel, the way that the Indianapolis Colts usually run it, having Fannin on the field makes it a little bit more difficult to do that, because Fannin, a lot of times you would like to line up out in the slot, right? You would like for him to line up in the slot, or, you're having him off the line a little bit, right? And that does make it harder to bring in, to, be able to get Josh Downs on the field, which does make a lot of sense. Now, if you were going to say the majority of the looks that Fannin gets, he's going to be on the line, that I think it could be a problem with too. I mean, that could very well be a problem. Because that's not his skill set. That's not a great skill set for him. He can line up on the line and he can do all those things, but that's just not his bread and butter, right? So you 100% could draft Harold Fannin Jr. and find a way to work with him, because he's a unique player and he's got tremendous catching ability and yards after catch ability. But it would potentially change up the system for Indianapolis, and I don't know. It just doesn't make a lot of sense when you look at it from that angle. But could very well be. You never know. The end of this year, I want to see it too. Worrying about finding the next starter is a bit too early as of yet. But if it's still the same come next offseason, then it's time to think about new guys. So, yeah, you're kind of in the position that a lot of us find ourselves in. Again, guys, shout out to everyone. Please be sure to like the stream, guys. Please, let's like this stream. We have over 125 people watching across X and YouTube, and we have 25 likes on the stream for YouTube. Let's get it up, guys. Who do you want back on the O-line? I would love to have all of them except Ryan Kelly. I think you can afford to not pay Ryan Kelly and keep Tanner Bortolini. Heck, if you wanted to cut Braden Smith, I'd be fine with that too, with Matt Gonsalves being there. I doubt that it happens. It sounds like Ballard is going to keep him there, but I don't think you need to bring back Kelly. Slow day, been watching Tim the Tapman play Marvel. Nice, nice. I've never actually watched him play that game. I heard he's really good at it. I feel like I should get on and watch him at some point. Might be late to this one, Derek. We know Ballard likes trading back. Loveland might be a better tight end fit for AR, more explosive off the line. Thoughts? Hold on one second, guys. Hey, listen, if the Indianapolis Colts feel that trading back and still being able to get Colston Loveland is the best idea for them, then that's fine. That's what they need to, if that's what they feel like they need to do, then I'm fine with that. Can I ask a football draft question, even if it's I see what you're talking about here. Hold on. Yeah, I'll get it to you. Yeah, I agree, Super Pony. I do agree with you on that. Does Abdul Carter still go number one despite foot issue? Heard homeboy does not want to go to Tennessee. Yeah, I doubt he goes number one because Tennessee doesn't need Abdul Carter. I just don't see it happening. I see I think that somebody's going to trade at number one. Not entirely sure though. But I don't think Abdul Carter's goes to number one. I don't think he does. Huh. So apparently there's a report coming out that Quinn Ewers met with the Indianapolis Colts, and apparently there's a report saying that they're interested in making him a project at quarterback. That's wild. Loveland's arm was in a sling today. I didn't know the injury was that bad. I don't think he's an option for us anymore. Yeah, I didn't know that his injury was to that extent from before either. So Ewers was the quarterback for Texas. Who you keeping on the defense? I don't know, man. That's a video for another time. There's a lot of people that I would keep, but there's a few I would like to get rid of. Which safety do you want to be next to Nick Cross from free agency or draft or trade? Either Starks, Fuller. Who am I blanking on? Fuller, or I think there's a couple other guys in there. Derek, take down that Paris Campbell pick and put back up your BTJ one. I'll probably put the BTJ thing up here. Like I'm gonna start putting more stuff up on the wall. But this right here is my pride and joy, guys. I got this signed by Paris Campbell. This is signed right here. Okay. I had that on a Buckeye cruise. Okay. I'm not getting rid of that. Is it me, or does it seem like JT's running is better when Mark Lewinsky was playing? Oh yeah, 100%. When the right guard position was filled with the right kind of players, they were running the ball a lot better for sure. Dream draft: Tyler Warren, Xavier Watson, and Cam Scotabo. That's a pretty dang good draft, man. I ain't gonna lie. PFF has us doing exactly those 3 picks in the first round. If we draft yours, I'll vomit. You want a signed Kenny Moore the second poster? Yes, please. Off work and off for 3 days. Nice. I still got work tomorrow, but it is what it is. Probably going to go for just a few more minutes here, guys. I am going to be I'm going to be going on Draftaholics with the Roundtable Sports Network. Make sure to check that out after this. Just go to Roundtable Sports, and then we'll have that live show coming up here at 5:30. So be ready for that. Bro. Y'all, I'm never gonna escape the breadstick thing. I'm never gonna escape it. Dude, y'all are freaking funny, dude. That comes up out of nowhere all the time, and you guys still get me with it. It's hilarious. Yes, yes, Austin, I would love to have the Kenny Moore, the second poster. Just depends on how much you're selling it for. Honestly, don't know what we do at 14 if Warren or Starks aren't there. Yeah, honestly, I'd feel very weird if neither one of them are available at 14 either. But you never know. I heard Will Johnson is falling in draft boards. Selling it. I didn't think about that. Well, I'm not gonna buy it off you unless it's like $5. I ain't gonna, especially since you obviously don't need it because you're not a Colts fan. Honestly, you should just give it to me because I need it more than you do. I just want it to be draft season already. It pretty much is at this point, dude. In your freaking dreams, Austin. Go and ask Grace for that. Will Johnson is the only cornerback I would take at 14, but again, we should address that in free agency. Yeah, I wouldn't mind either one of them, to be honest, but I will say this. I heard Will Johnson's measurables are not as good as people are wondering, and that's why his stock keeps falling. So you never know. I mean, honestly. Derek would only accept it if it was a breadstick. All right, Jesus. All right, Smokey Dabs. That's it. All right, well, that is going to end this stream, guys. Again, had a lot of fun. He's not very fast, apparently. Yeah, I did hear that. I we'll have to see what he does at his pro day, but thank you guys so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. Shout out to BetUS for powering this stream. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciated. Again, be sure to tune in to the Roundtable Sports Network at 5:30. We're going to be going live there talking about draft-related ideas. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Keep up with the content. And as always, go Colts.